Vicky's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
That one right there, I rolled on the toilet.
Oh yeah, toilet.
That's why it's straight shit!
I'm not going no fucking where. Happy, buddy?
Got stuck on a piece of wood there. So that's how she was staying in business. She kept having people pay for a shop, and then they got killed. They got murdered. Wow. Ooh.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing the shop for you.
Penny, you're free. You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogsmeade.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to
what sign?
choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
Cladwell and Brewster. Vesters and Venom. Stitches and Draughts. I'll do that one.
I choose Stitches and Drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory.
Yeah.
We'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock.
That's pretty funny. Pretty cool. Whoa, 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 what the hell?
Revelio.
Oh, is that inside?
Perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell.
I have my own brew shop now. Cool.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travel.
Revelio.
Wait, so is this... Are you the key? I don't know.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented paper.
What's up?
I treasure those.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special
Okay, well,
price
I don't
on the
have
brew
4G.
upgrade for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
4G's? Really, dude? Okay, so the key is my shop. Alright. Nothing else here? No? Okay. Go to the world map. I see that quest down by the... I see that. I know there's the one over here. Okay. Well, we'll do that one first. I gotta get 4 Gs now.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Whoa, the screen just flashed. I thought there was a talk thing here. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck, it's by Hogsmeade? Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Alright, let's see what this is about. Yeah, let's do it.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they
It's
are
me already
being
get info
blackmailed
from
by
them if
Rookwood
they're
and
being
Harlow.
blackmailed.
Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return,
She's gonna
I will
transform.
be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be...
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's
enough.
pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by
Okay.
now. It makes me concerned as to why he
They have.
hasn't.
So that makes more sense.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see,
Oh.
we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know.
So I have a note and a person to grab. Great.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may
Cool.
destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert? I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking,
Revelio.
as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
I'm gonna find antelope already. Or, sorry, not antelope, a gazelle. Uh-oh.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head.
This isn't
Perhaps
good.
I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio.
This is gonna open some kind of secret passageway. Ready?
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio. Lumos.
My loyalty's to Rookwood and no one else.
Do you remember the first life you took? Can't say I do.
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
Marunween.
Revelio.
Stuffed toy. That's pretty cool.
Girls be nothing but trouble. About time we...
Another mysterious item. Finding a lot of those.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend.
Shit, I didn't see him there.
Why do I always end up on it?
I may go to Hogsmeade later. There are some trouble.
I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
Let's finish this job and be...
Revelio.
Waste of time, this is.
We may be working, but soon they'll be answering to us.
Revelio.
Brogborough.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
So I need to find a book as well.
Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you? I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what
I've used the dark one several. I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it
Found a
again.
mysterious item.
Rookwood will reward us for our loyalty, don't you fret.
Fuck. This engine's in my way.
Feldcroft was extraordinarily
Okay, so far I found one thing.
Revelio.
Okay, so we got treasure chest there.
I'm better than the lot of them put together, and it's time Rookwood saw it.
Treasure chest over there. Oh, since I'm over here, let's see if that's the other one.
Rookwood work for it.
Damn.
Revelio.
So I need to find the poem still.
Revelio. Keep on your toes.
And rightfully so.
Okay, where is that?
My loyalty's to Rookwood and no one else.
I Rookwood knows what he's doing. When you have a clue.
The book of poems that was taken
Yep,
from Agnes
that's
Filbert.
all of them. Now I just gotta find
I'll be
Natty.
thrilled to have this back.
If I have to fight it, I will. If I can somehow get behind her, that'd be great.
I've never seen such a look.
Okay, no one's here. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't be a dumbass. That's my job. Thanks, name. Stupid Doopus. Logging off.